Somewhere in France, December 17, 1918. Dear Dad, well, the centers have been given a rest, and I'm going to give you a brief account of where I have been and some of the things I've done in the 14 months I've been over here. The night of April 19, 1918, we went into the lines to relieve another company of our regiment. We got straightened around a little bit, and about 3 a.m., the French opened up a barrage. Let me tell you that a barrage is hell turned loose and then some, because you have shells of every size and description dropped around you. And believe me, the shrapnel does fly. We kept exchanging shots until noon, and volunteers were asked for to go down the trench a ways and see if Germans were there. Well, a sergeant of L Company, with a private and myself, started down the trench and didn't see anything, so we went back and said so. Then the same sergeant and myself, with 7 privates, started out for help, and it was only on the way down that I got a little wound in the shoulder. It took the whole shoulder off my slicker and coat. I only got a cut of about 2 inches long and not very deep, so it did not bother me. The lieutenant advised me to go back to our first aid, as the French had only put iodine in the wound, and it was hurting pretty badly. I went back and they dressed the wound, and they gave me a syringe full of stuff in my stomach to prevent lockjaw, and started to tag me for the hospital, but I told the doctor that I wanted to stay with the company, and the wound was not bad enough to go to the hospital, so he let me stay. A couple of days later, we hiked to a rest camp a few kilometers behind the lines and tried to rest some. While we were there, our brigadier general came around and the lieutenant brought him around to see the fellows. He asked me to give him an idea of what I had seen and done. Well, I hadn't been in the habit of talking to generals, and I was rather nervous at first, but after a while, I got loosened up and told him about what I have told you. When I got through, he told us all to write up all about what we had seen and done, and we would get what we deserved. Well, the thing turned out as most things do. The ones that did anything didn't feel like cracking themselves up, and the others that didn't do so much wrote, and they got the Croix de Guerre and the Distinguished Service Cross. Write soon, love to all, signed, Clayton.